Am I the only one that didn't know about the groundbreaking discovery by the Tolteca team on May 1st, 2025 in Tula, Hidalgo, Mexico? A giant structure topped with an alien life-size sarcophagus and a half-ton pyramid surrounded by a fully engraved inset was unearthed. Could this be evidence of an ancient, advanced, lost civilization? Our planet is steeped in history. Millennia of human civilization have left their mark on every continent, whispering tales of empires risen and fallen, of knowledge gained and lost. Yet some mysteries linger, defying easy explanation. These enigmas challenge our understanding of the past and hint at possibilities that stretch beyond conventional wisdom. Could it be that we are not alone in the vast expanse of the cosmos? Have ancient cultures left behind clues, breadcrumbs leading us to an extraterrestrial connection that has been hidden for centuries? Across the globe, from towering pyramids to intricate carvings, evidence emerges suggesting that our ancestors may have looked to the stars for guidance, for knowledge, perhaps even for contact with beings from other worlds. These ancient astronauts, as some researchers suggest, may have played a pivotal role in shaping the course of human history, leaving behind artifacts and structures that continue to confound and inspire us today. The evidence, often controversial, sparks debate and ignites our imagination, forcing us to confront the possibility that we are part of a story far grander than we ever imagined. Join us now as we journey to the heart of Mesoamerica, to the lands of ancient civilizations and enigmatic ruins, where we will explore the compelling evidence for extraterrestrial contact in the ancient world. Ojuelos de Jalisco and Tula, Hidalgo, located in present-day Mexico, were once vibrant centers of ancient Mesoamerican civilization. These regions thrived for centuries, home to cultures renowned for their advanced knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and art. The Olmec, the Teuchitlan, the Toltec. These civilizations left behind a legacy of intricate artwork and a deep connection to the cosmos. However, the monoliths are claimed to have been there before they were. Their pyramids, aligned with celestial bodies, stand as testaments to their astronomical prowess, while their intricate carvings and sculptures whisper tales of gods and goddesses, of creation myths and otherworldly beings. Jalisco, in particular, is renowned for its circular pyramids, unique architectural marvels that have puzzled archaeologists for decades. These structures, unlike the traditional stepped pyramids found elsewhere in Mesoamerica, suggest a different cultural and perhaps even spiritual significance. Could these circular pyramids have served as astronomical observatories, or perhaps as portals to communicate with beings from other realms? Tula, the ancient capital of the Toltec civilization, is equally enigmatic. Here, towering warrior statues guard the ruins of pyramids and temples, hinting at a powerful and sophisticated culture. The Toltecs, believed to be skilled astronomers and architects, left behind structures that speak of a deep understanding of mathematics, geometry, and the movements of the celestial bodies. For decades, thieves and underground research organizations have been unearthing a treasure trove of artifacts from the depths of Mesoamerica because the government seems to not acknowledge the history. As documented by Michael Forrest, these remnants of a bygone era, crafted with skill and artistry, provide a glimpse into the lives, beliefs, and rituals of the ancient Mesoamerican people. Among these discoveries, the AlienCarvings collection stands out, distinguished by their unique symbolism and enigmatic nature detailed in Forbidden Relics, Vol. 1. These objects, seemingly imbued with a deeper meaning, hint at a connection to the cosmos and the possibility of extraterrestrial contact. Surprisingly, none of these artifacts have a place at the museums. One such artifact is a remarkable star map, intricately etched onto a circular stone disc. This celestial chart, far from being a simple representation of the night sky, reveals an advanced understanding of astronomy, depicting stars and constellations in a manner that suggests knowledge beyond that of conventional ancient civilizations. The precision and detail of this star map have led some researchers to speculate that it may have been created with the aid of extraterrestrial intelligence, a celestial blueprint passed down from beings with knowledge of the cosmos far exceeding our own. Another artifact of particular interest is a massive basalt sculpture weighing over 90 kilograms and carved from one of the hardest stones known to man. This imposing sculpture depicts a couple of figures with elongated limbs, almond-shaped eyes, and a serene expression. The figures' features, strikingly different from traditional depictions, they bear a striking resemblance to descriptions of extraterrestrial beings reported in modern UFO sightings. Could this sculpture be a representation of an ancient astronaut, a being from another world worshipped by the people of ancient Mesoamerica? These artifacts, along with others in the collection, present a compelling case for reconsidering our understanding of the past. The evidence, though often fragmented and open to interpretation, suggests that our ancestors may have had contact with beings from other worlds, interactions that influenced their beliefs, their rituals, and perhaps even their technological development. The idea of ancient aliens being our ancient demigods in religion is a real interesting perception. Once relegated to the fringes of scientific inquiry, this theory is gaining traction as researchers uncover more anomalous artifacts that defy explanations. The implications of these discoveries are profound. If ancient civilizations were indeed visited by extraterrestrial or ultra-dimensional beings, it would rewrite our understanding of human history and our place in the cosmos. It would suggest that we are not alone in the vast universe, and that intelligent life may have arisen on other planets long before our own civilization emerged. Furthermore, it raises questions about the nature of these extraterrestrial encounters we have documented for thousands of years. Were they benevolent interactions, sharing knowledge and technology with our ancestors? Or were they more complex, perhaps even fraught with challenges and conflicts that shaped the course of human events? The answers to these questions remain elusive. However, one thing is clear: the universe is never constantly balanced. The most perfect, imperfect, the I am that I am. Our journey into the heart of this mystery is just beginning. Among the artifacts unearthed in the heart of Mexico, the mosaic and crystal skulls stand out as a testament to the artistry and spiritual beliefs of its creators. These remarkable pieces, not just skulls meticulously crafted from fragments of stone, shell, bone, and even jade, depicts human and elongated skulls adorned with intricate patterns and celestial symbols. The skull, a powerful symbol of life, death, and the cyclical nature of time, holds a prominent place in many ancient cultures, and in Mesoamerica it was often venerated as a sacred object, a conduit to the ancestral realm. The mosaic techniques employed in these artifacts are a marvel of craftsmanship. Tiny pieces of carefully shaped materials were painstakingly fitted together to create a seamless surface, a testament to the patience and skill of the artisans. The use of obsidian, a volcanic glass prized for its sharpness and reflective qualities, adds a layer of mystery and intrigue to the pieces. Obsidian, often associated with magic and divination in ancient Mesoamerica, may have been chosen for its ability to reflect light and create a sense of otherworldly presence. Some of the Toltec elders use obsidian and pendulum to do sacred rituals to find and locate these items. The sun, a life-giving force and a central deity in many Mesoamerican religions, is often depicted as a radiant disk, a symbol of power, energy, and the cyclical nature of time. The sun's rays, emanating outwards from the disk, seem to infuse the skull with life, transforming it from a symbol of mortality into a beacon of eternal energy. The presence of a humanoid figure carved in profile along the side of the skull adds another layer of complexity to this enigmatic artifact. The figure, with its elongated limbs and serene expression, seems to gaze outwards, perhaps towards the heavens, suggesting a connection to the cosmos and the realm of the divine. This juxtaposition of the human form with celestial symbols hints at the interconnectedness of the earthly and the cosmic realms, a belief central to many ancient religions. Another intriguing artifact recovered from the ancient ruins of Mexico is a stone tablet, its surface adorned with radiating lines and enigmatic symbols. This tablet, crafted from a single piece of limestone, it bears a striking resemblance to ancient Ouija boards, devices used to communicate with spirits and access hidden knowledge. The radiating lines emanating from the center of the circle suggest a sense of energy, a force flowing outwards and connecting the user to the cosmos. The tablet's surface is further adorned with subtle engravings of winged figures, their forms reminiscent of angels or other celestial beings. These figures, with their outstretched wings and serene expressions, seem to float effortlessly around the circumference, suggesting a realm beyond the earthly, a place where spirits soar and divine messages are transmitted. The winged figures' placement along the radiating lines further reinforces this idea, implying that these beings act as intermediaries between the earthly and the cosmic realms. The stone's potential use as a tool for communication with the spirit world is intriguing, suggesting that these ancient people possessed a deep connection to the unseen realm and sought guidance from forces beyond their understanding. The circular shape, a symbol of eternity and the cyclical nature of time, further reinforces this idea, suggesting a belief in the continuity of life after death and the possibility of communicating with those who have passed on. The presence of winged figures, often associated with messengers of the gods in ancient mythology, adds another layer of intrigue to this enigmatic artifact. Could these figures represent celestial beings who guided the ancient people of Mesoamerica, offering wisdom, protection, or perhaps even access to knowledge from beyond the stars? The stone, with its radiating lines, enigmatic symbols, and ethereal winged figures, stands as a testament to the spiritual beliefs and practices of a civilization that sought answers in the unseen realm. Among the collection of artifacts recovered from the ancient ruins of Tula, a weapon with a circular shield-like depiction stands out as particularly intriguing. Crafted from limestone, shale, fluorite, agate, calcite, and adorned with intricate carvings, these shields seem to transcend its practical function as a defensive weapon, taking on a deeper, more symbolic meaning. The shield's circular shape, a recurring motif in many ancient cultures, often represents the cosmos, the cycle of life and death, and the eternal nature of the soul. The shield's surface is covered in intricate carvings, depicting celestial motifs, including stars, constellations, and what appear to be stylized representations of comets or shooting stars. These celestial carvings suggest that the shield's owner possessed a deep reverence for the cosmos, and believed in the interconnectedness of the earthly and the heavenly realms. The shield in this context may have served as a symbolic representation of the protective embrace of the cosmos, a talisman warding off evil and guiding the soul on its journey after death. The central motif of the shield is a striking starburst pattern, its rays emanating outwards from a central point. This design, reminiscent of ancient depictions of the sun or other celestial bodies, could represent a divine source of power and protection, a beacon guiding the soul through the darkness of the underworld. The shield, adorned with these celestial symbols, may have been intended to accompany its owner on their final journey, providing guidance and protection in the afterlife. The presence of celestial motifs on a seemingly practical object like a shield highlights the importance of cosmology and spiritual beliefs in ancient Mesoamerican cultures. The shield, far from being a mere weapon of war, becomes a symbol of the eternal battle between good and evil, light and darkness, and the soul's journey through the cosmos. The shield's intricate carvings and celestial symbolism offer a glimpse into the rich spiritual landscape of its creators, a culture that looked to the heavens for guidance and protection. One of the most perplexing artifacts in the collection is a tablet discovered near the ancient city of Tula. This unassuming tablet, crafted from limestone, reveals a startling secret upon closer inspection. It appears to be impregnated with a metallic substance, its surface shimmering with an otherworldly glow. The presence of metal, particularly in such a pure and refined form, is highly unusual for artifacts from this period, raising intriguing questions about the technological capabilities of the ancient Mesoamericans. The metallic impregnation is not uniform, but rather appears in subtle patterns, suggesting that it was not a random occurrence, but rather the result of a deliberate process. The exact nature of this process remains a mystery, but it hints at a level of metallurgical sophistication that belies conventional understanding of ancient Mesoamerican technology. Could this be evidence of advanced knowledge lost to time, perhaps even suggesting contact with extraterrestrial civilizations possessing advanced metallurgical techniques? The disc's purpose remains shrouded in enigma, but its unusual properties suggest that it may have held a special significance for its creators. The otherworldly glow could have been perceived as a sign of divine favor or a connection to celestial realms. They may have been used in rituals or ceremonies, its metallic sheen reflecting light and creating an ethereal atmosphere. The discovery of these items blows our assumptions about the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations. It suggests that our understanding of the past may be incomplete, and that further research into ancient metallurgy and material science may yield surprising discoveries. The disc stands as a tantalizing clue, hinting at a hidden history waiting to be unearthed. One of the most intriguing aspects of the artifacts from Mesoamerica is their reaction to ultraviolet light. When exposed to 385 to 365 nanometers UV light, certain features of these artifacts, particularly the caving area, emit a vibrant glow, a phenomenon not readily apparent under normal lighting conditions. This unusual characteristic, observed in other ancient artifacts around the world, has fueled speculation about the materials used in their creation and the possibility that these objects were imbued with properties beyond those readily perceptible to the human eye. The mosaic mask, a striking artifact depicting hybrid face with large, almond-shaped eyes, exhibits this UV fluorescence on the inside. Under normal light, the mask's eyes appear as dark, empty sockets, but when exposed to UV light, they emit a soft, ethereal glow, as if imbued with an inner light. This phenomenon suggests that the materials used to create the mask's eyes, possibly certain types of minerals or pigments, possess phosphorescent properties beyond the already added glows. The significance of this UV luminescence remains a subject of debate, but it has led some researchers to speculate that these artifacts may have been used in rituals or ceremonies involving altered states of consciousness. How the glow was applied, how they got it to activate in the nighttime, and what the purpose was will remain something that only the most daring hypothesis will tackle. Did the angels really have halos? The presence of UV in ancient artifacts challenges our understanding of the materials and techniques used by ancient artisans and raises intriguing questions about the intended purpose of these objects. Further analysis will be required to understand the foundation and bonding agents, whether used for ritualistic purposes as a form of symbolic communication or simply as an idol for the gods. The UV of these artifacts adds another layer of mystery and intrigue to their already enigmatic nature. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula are not only remarkable for their enigmatic symbolism and unusual properties, but also for the exceptional skill and precision with which they were crafted. The carvings, in particular, exhibit a level of detail and sophistication that belies the limitations of the tools and techniques typically associated with ancient Mesoamerican cultures. The precision of these carvings, the smoothness of the lines, and the subtle variations in depth and texture have led some researchers to speculate that the ancient artisans may have possessed tools or techniques far more advanced than those currently recognized by archaeologists. Microscopic examination of the carvings reveals evidence of incredibly fine cuts and incisions, suggesting the use of tools with exceptionally sharp edges. The lines are remarkably smooth and consistent, lacking the telltale signs of wavering or hesitation that would be expected from hand carving with rudimentary tools. The carvings also exhibit subtle variations in depth and texture, creating a sense of three-dimensionality and realism that is difficult to achieve even with modern tools. The presence of such advanced carving techniques raises intriguing questions about the technological capabilities of the ancient Mesoamericans. Could they have possessed knowledge of metallurgy or other advanced technologies that allowed them to create tools far superior to those typically attributed to their time period? Or did they develop unique carving techniques, perhaps passed down through generations of skilled artisans, that allowed them to achieve such exceptional results with simpler tools? The mystery surrounding the carving techniques used to create the artifacts from Jalisco and Tula adds another layer of intrigue to their already enigmatic nature. These ancient artisans, working with materials and tools that we are only beginning to understand, left behind a legacy of artistry and craftsmanship that continues to challenge our assumptions about the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, Mexico, stand as silent witnesses to a past shrouded in mystery. Their enigmatic symbolism, their unusual properties, and the exceptional skill with which they were crafted all point to a culture with a deep connection to the cosmos and a level of technological sophistication that continues to challenge our understanding of ancient Mesoamerica. While these artifacts offer tantalizing clues, they also raise more questions than answers. Who were the creators of these objects? What was their purpose? And do they hold evidence of extraterrestrial contact in the ancient world? The quest to unravel the mysteries of these artifacts is an ongoing journey, one that requires collaboration between archaeologists, anthropologists, astronomers, and other experts from diverse fields. By piecing together the fragments of evidence, by analyzing the symbolism, the materials, and the techniques used in their creation, we can begin to reconstruct the beliefs, the practices, and the technological capabilities of the people who created them. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula are more than just objects. They are portals to a forgotten past. Whispers from a time when humanity's understanding of the cosmos was vastly different from our own. By studying these artifacts, by listening to their silent stories, we may not only uncover the secrets of ancient Mesoamerica, but also gain a deeper understanding of our place in the universe and the possibilities that lie beyond the stars. The artifacts unearthed from the ancient lands of Jalisco and Tula, with their enigmatic symbolism and advanced craftsmanship, have fueled speculation about the possibility of extraterrestrial contact in the distant past. This notion, often referred to as the ancient astronaut theory, proposes that Earth was visited by intelligent beings from other worlds in prehistoric times, and that these extraterrestrial visitors interacted with ancient cultures, influencing their development, their beliefs, and their understanding of the cosmos. Proponents of the ancient astronaut theory point to a number of anomalies in the archaeological record as evidence for their claims. These include structures of immense size and complexity, such as the pyramids of Egypt and Mesoamerica, which seem to defy the technological capabilities of the cultures that built them. They also cite ancient texts and myths from around the world that describe gods or celestial beings descending from the heavens, often possessing advanced knowledge or technology. The ancient astronaut theory, while often dismissed by mainstream archaeology and history, has gained a significant following in recent decades, fueled by popular books, documentaries, and the work of independent researchers. While the theory remains controversial, the artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, with their compelling evidence of advanced knowledge and a deep connection to the cosmos, offer a unique perspective on this enduring enigma. Could these artifacts be remnants of a time when extraterrestrial beings walked among us, sharing their knowledge and shaping the course of human history? One of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting the ancient astronaut theory is the recurring motif of large, almond-shaped eyes found in artifacts from ancient cultures around the world. This distinctive feature, often depicted on humanoid figures, has become synonymous with modern depictions of extraterrestrial beings, leading some researchers to speculate that these ancient artisans may have been attempting to capture the likeness of beings they had encountered or heard described in oral traditions. The sculpture from Jalisco, with its imposing size and enigmatic features, embodies this alien gaze most strikingly. These figures' large, almond-shaped eyes, carved with a level of detail and realism that suggests careful observation, seem to stare out into the distance with an otherworldly intensity. These eyes seem to possess a depth and a knowing that transcends human experience, as if they have witnessed events beyond our comprehension. The mask, with its glowing features shimmer under UV light, further reinforces this connection to the extraterrestrial. The items, crafted from materials with unusual phosphorescent properties, seem to evoke the otherworldly glow often attributed to UFO sightings in modern times. Could these glowing eyes represent an attempt by ancient artisans to capture the ethereal luminescence of advanced extraterrestrial technology, or simply a decoration for idols created to worship the gods of the time? The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula often depict humanoid figures with features and attributes that suggest a connection to the cosmos and a realm beyond human experience. These figures, often adorned with celestial symbols or depicted with wings, seem to represent beings of great power and wisdom, perhaps intermediaries between the earthly and the divine, or, as the ancient astronaut theory proposes, extraterrestrial visitors who shared their knowledge with our ancestors. The stone disc, with its radiating lines and enigmatic symbols, is adorned with subtle engravings of winged figures that seem to float effortlessly around its circumference. These figures, with their outstretched wings and serene expressions, evoke a sense of transcendence, of beings that exist beyond the constraints of the material world. Could these winged figures represent the celestial guardians or messengers of ancient Mesoamerican belief? Or might they be stylized representations of extraterrestrial beings who navigated the cosmos with advanced technology? The basalt sculpture, despite its imposing size and unusual features, conveys a sense of serenity and wisdom rather than menace. The figure's seated posture, with hands resting on its knees, suggests a state of deep contemplation or meditation, as if it possesses knowledge and understanding far beyond human comprehension. Could this sculpture represent an extraterrestrial visitor who came to Earth not as a conqueror, but as a teacher, sharing wisdom and guidance with our ancestors? Thousands of miles away from the ancient civilizations of Mesoamerica, in the remote region of Gosford, Australia, lie a series of enigmatic carvings that have puzzled researchers and enthusiasts alike. These glyphs, etched into sandstone walls, bear striking similarities to Egyptian hieroglyphs, prompting questions about their origins and the possible connections between distant cultures. The Gosford glyphs, often referred to as the Karyong hieroglyphs, consist of over 300 symbols and images that appear to tell a story of ancient significance. The carvings include depictions of human figures, animals, and symbols that closely resemble those found in ancient Egypt. Among these, we find representations of the Ankh, the symbol of life, and figures reminiscent of Egyptian gods and pharaohs. The historical significance of these glyphs is a subject of intense debate. Some researchers believe that they could be evidence of ancient transoceanic contact, suggesting that explorers from Egypt or another advanced civilization may have reached the shores of Australia thousands of years ago. This theory is bolstered by the presence of similar symbols and motifs in both regions, hinting at a shared knowledge or cultural exchange. Coupling the Proto-Egyptian language and the iconic UFO-looking glyph, one has to wonder if there is a commonality with these ancient civilizations. With the vast traces of boats and the distance between our pyramid civilizations, it could create much better evidence of a global civilization. Despite the controversy, the Gosford glyphs continue to captivate the imagination, inviting us to ponder the mysteries of our past and the possible connections between ancient civilizations. Could these carvings be a genuine record of cross-continental contact with proto-language? It could be traces of the same advanced knowledge. The truth remains elusive, but the glyphs stand as a testament to the enduring allure of ancient mysteries and the quest for understanding our shared human history. The concept of flight, of soaring through the air like a bird, has captivated the human imagination for millennia. In ancient myths and legends from around the world, we find tales of gods and heroes who navigated the heavens in flying chariots or celestial vessels. Their ability to conquer the skies a testament to their divine power or their possession of advanced technology. In ancient Indian texts known as the Vedas, we find detailed descriptions of vimanas, flying machines said to have been used by gods and celestial beings. These vimanas, often described as being made of shining metals and capable of incredible speeds and maneuvers, bear a striking resemblance to modern descriptions of UFOs, leading some researchers to speculate that these ancient texts may contain accounts of extraterrestrial encounters and the advanced technology possessed by these visitors. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula depict many types of flying machines outright that suggest a fascination with flight and a connection to the cosmos. The winged figures found on the stone disc, for example, evoke a sense of beings that are at home in the skies, their ability to soar above the earth a testament to their power and their connection to the celestial realm. Could these ancient artisans have been inspired by tales of flying machines, passed down through oral traditions or depicted in now lost artwork that describe the technology of extraterrestrial visitors? The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, while remarkable in their own right, are not isolated examples of ancient objects that hint at the possibility of extraterrestrial contact. From the pyramids of Egypt to the Nazca lines of Peru, from ancient cave paintings depicting strange beings to megalithic structures that seem to defy the technological capabilities of their builders, evidence of a global phenomenon can be found, suggesting that our ancestors may have witnessed and interacted with beings from other worlds in a distant past. The similarities between these geographically diverse cultures and their depictions of celestial beings, advanced technology, and a deep connection to the cosmos are too striking to ignore. Could these similarities be explained by independent invention, or do they point to a shared experience, a global encounter with extraterrestrial visitors that left an indelible mark on the human psyche and inspired the myths, legends, and artifacts that continue to intrigue and mystify us today? The quest to understand the true nature of these ancient artifacts and their connection to the possibility of extraterrestrial contact is an ongoing journey, one that requires an open mind, a willingness to challenge conventional thinking, and a commitment to following the evidence wherever it may lead. In our quest to unravel the mysteries surrounding the artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, science provides invaluable tools for peering into the mists of time. Carbon dating, a revolutionary technique developed in the mid-20th century, allows scientists to determine the approximate age of organic materials by analyzing the decay of radioactive carbon-14 isotopes. This method, widely used in archaeology and other fields, has revolutionized our understanding of the past, providing a timeline for ancient civilizations and their artifacts. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, crafted from a variety of materials including bone, stone, and metal, present unique opportunities for carbon dating. Organic materials such as bone or coal are ideal candidates for this method, as they were once part of living organisms that absorbed carbon-14 from the atmosphere. Stone and metal, however, do not contain carbon-14 and therefore cannot be directly dated using this technique. To circumvent this limitation, scientists often turn to indirect dating methods, analyzing the context in which an artifact was found or dating associated organic materials. For example, if a stone artifact is found buried alongside charcoal remains from an ancient fire pit, the charcoal can be carbon dated to provide an approximate age for the artifact itself. Similarly, if an artifact is found in a layer of sediment that has been dated using other methods, such as stratigraphic analysis or luminescence dating, the artifact's age can be inferred from its position in the archaeological sequence. While carbon dating and other scientific methods provide valuable insights into the age of ancient artifacts, they are not without their limitations. Dating results can be influenced by a variety of factors, including contamination of samples, variations in atmospheric carbon-14 levels over time, and the inherent margin of error associated with any scientific measurement. As a result, it is not uncommon for different dating methods to yield slightly different ages for the same artifact, creating a puzzle for researchers attempting to establish a precise chronology. In the case of the artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, the dating process has been particularly challenging, with some discrepancies arising between carbon dating results and other forms of analysis. For example, radiocarbon testing on adhesive residues found on similar mosaic pieces from Jalisco suggests an age range of 2,000 to 10,000 years before present, which corresponds to a wide span of time from approximately 18,000 BCE to 300 CE. This wide date range presents a challenge for researchers attempting to place these artifacts within a specific cultural context. The formative period for this discovery in Mesoamerica, a time of significant cultural development and innovation, spanned from approximately 1500 BCE to 18000 BCE. If the artifacts from Jalisco and Tula are indeed products of this era, it would suggest that the cultures that created them possessed a level of astronomical knowledge and technological sophistication that challenges conventional understanding spanning on for tens of thousands of years. To further investigate the age and origin of the artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, scientists have employed a range of analytical techniques, including electron, infrared, and X-rays, and different microscopy/spectroscopies. These powerful tools allows researchers to examine materials at the microscopic level, revealing details about their structure, composition, and even the tools used in their creation that are invisible to the naked eye. Electron microscopy has been particularly useful in analyzing the carvings on the artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, revealing the precision and sophistication of the techniques employed by their creators. The carvings, often depicting intricate patterns, celestial symbols, or humanoid figures, exhibit a level of detail and finesse that belies the limitations of the tools typically associated with ancient Mesoamerican cultures. Microscopic examination of these carvings reveals evidence of incredibly fine cuts and incisions, suggesting the use of tools with exceptionally sharp edges, or even technology we have yet to discover. The lines are remarkably smooth and consistent, lacking the telltale signs of wavering or hesitation that would be expected from hand carving with rudimentary tools. The carvings also exhibit subtle variations in depth and texture, creating a sense of three-dimensionality and realism that is difficult to achieve even with modern tools. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of ancient artifacts, modern technology offers unprecedented tools for understanding the past. One such tool is the use of advanced AI models like GPT-4 to translate unknown languages and interpret the meanings behind ancient carvings. These AI systems, trained on vast data sets, can recognize patterns and make connections that may elude human researchers. The potential accuracy of these models lies in their ability to analyze linguistic structures, contextual clues, and symbolic representations across different cultures and time periods. By comparing the carvings from Jalisco and Tula with known languages and symbols, AI can provide insights into the possible meanings and significance of these ancient works. However, it's important to approach these translations with caution. While AI can offer valuable hypotheses, the interpretation of ancient languages and symbols often requires a nuanced understanding of cultural and historical contexts that goes beyond raw data. Collaboration between AI technology and human expertise is crucial to ensure that we do not misinterpret or oversimplify the rich tapestry of ancient civilizations. As we continue to refine these AI models and integrate them with traditional archaeological methods, we move closer to unlocking the secrets of our ancestors, bridging the gap between the past and the present in ways previously unimaginable. As we continue our journey through ancient Mesoamerica, we uncover a cornerstone of their civilization, agriculture, particularly their cultivation and reverence for corn. This staple crop was not just a food source, but a central element of their culture, mythology, and daily life. The domestication of corn, believed to have occurred around 9,000 years ago, marked a pivotal moment in Mesoamerican history, transforming nomadic groups into settled agricultural societies. Corn, or maize, was considered a gift from the gods, a sacred plant that sustained life. This reverence is reflected in their myths, rituals, and even their art. The Maya, Aztec, and other Mesoamerican civilizations built their calendars, ceremonies, and social structures around the agricultural cycles of corn. This deep connection to agriculture mirrors the reverence held by many Native American tribes across North America. When European pilgrims arrived in the New World, they were introduced to this invaluable knowledge by Native American tribes. The techniques for cultivating corn, beans, and squash, known as the Three Sisters, proved essential for the survival and prosperity of the early settlers. These methods, honed over millennia, were a testament to the sophisticated agricultural practices that originated in ancient Mesoamerica and spread throughout the continent. The exchange of agricultural knowledge not only ensured the survival of the pilgrims, but also laid the foundation for the agricultural development of the United States. The reverence for corn and the intricate farming techniques passed down through generations highlight a profound connection between the ancient civilizations of Mesoamerica and the Native American tribes, showcasing a legacy of wisdom that continues to nourish and inspire to this day. In the ancient Sumerian pantheon, Enki, the god of water, wisdom, and creation, held a special place of reverence. Enki was often associated with fertility and agriculture, playing a pivotal role in the sustenance and prosperity of the Sumerian people. His influence extended beyond water and wisdom, touching upon the very essence of life itself, food. Enki's connection to agriculture is particularly intriguing when we consider the reverence for corn in Mesoamerican civilizations. While corn or maize was not a staple in ancient Mesopotamia, the symbolic reverence for crops and agricultural abundance was a common thread across these distant cultures. Enki, as a deity of creation and sustenance, might have symbolically represented the life-giving properties that corn embodied for the Mesoamericans. The Mesoamerican reverence for corn, as a sacred gift from the gods, echoes the Sumerian veneration of Enki's life-giving waters and wisdom. Both cultures viewed their primary sustenance as divine blessings, integral to their survival and prosperity. The mythologies of both regions reflect a deep understanding of the importance of agriculture and the sacred nature of food. Could there be a deeper, perhaps even ancient connection between these seemingly disparate cultures? The shared themes of divine agricultural gifts and the central role of deities in ensuring harvests suggest a universal human experience. The reverence for corn in Mesoamerica and the veneration of Enki in Mesopotamia might be different expressions of a common human understanding of the sacredness of sustenance. As we ponder these connections, we are reminded of the profound ways in which ancient civilizations, separated by vast distances and time, shared similar themes in their reverence for the divine and the agricultural bounty that sustained them. The story of Enki and the sacred corn of Mesoamerica invites us to explore the deeper, perhaps universal, spiritual connections that bind us all. The artifacts unearthed from the ancient ruins of Jalisco and Tula are more than just objects. They are tangible links to a rich spiritual landscape imbued with meaning and purpose that transcend their physical forms. In the worldview of the ancient Mesoamericans, the boundary between the earthly and the divine was fluid, and objects played a crucial role in mediating between these realms. These artifacts, carefully crafted and infused with symbolic significance, served as conduits to the supernatural, allowing humans to communicate with deities, ancestors, and the forces that governed their world. The use of artifacts in religious rituals was widespread in ancient Mesoamerica. Masks, sculptures, and other objects were often used to represent deities, ancestors, or other supernatural beings, their presence invoking the power and presence of these entities. Offerings of food, incense, or even blood were made to these artifacts, seeking the favor or appeasement of the beings they represented. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, with their unique features and enigmatic symbolism, likely played a significant role in the religious practices of their creators. This, for example, with its imposing size and otherworldly features, may have been a cult object representing a powerful deity or ancestor whose presence was invoked during rituals or ceremonies. Among the intriguing artifacts discovered in Ojuelos de Jalisco and Tula Hidalgo are pieces that bear an uncanny resemblance to beings described by the Hopi Indians as ant people. These artifacts, meticulously carved and adorned, depict figures with elongated heads, large eyes, and slender bodies, strikingly similar to the Hopi's ant people who are said to have saved their ancestors during times of great tribulation. The Hopi legends speak of these ant people as benevolent beings who provided shelter and sustenance during cataclysmic events, guiding the Hopi through periods of darkness and ensuring their survival. The depictions found in Ojuelos de Jalisco share remarkable similarities with these descriptions, suggesting a possible cultural connection or shared mythological heritage between these distant civilizations. Both the Hopi and the ancient Mesoamericans viewed their world through a lens that blurred the boundaries between the earthly and the supernatural. The presence of such similar figures in their artifacts raises compelling questions about the exchange of ideas, beliefs, and perhaps even direct contact between these cultures. Whether these similarities are the result of shared experiences, parallel development of mythologies, or actual interactions remains an enigma. However, the striking resemblance of the Ojuelos de Jalisco artifacts to the Hopi-Ant people adds another layer to the rich tapestry of ancient mysteries that continue to fascinate and perplex us. As we delve deeper into these connections, we are reminded of the vast interconnected web of human experience that spans time and space, urging us to explore further and uncover the truths that lie hidden within these ancient stories and artifacts. In the early 1900s, explorer G.E. Kincaid made a groundbreaking discovery in the Grand Canyon. He found what appeared to be ancient Egyptian artifacts, including statues, hieroglyphs, and even mummies. This discovery has sparked debates and theories about ancient transoceanic contact and the possibility of an advanced civilization that once thrived in North America. Could this be evidence of a lost chapter in human history? This screams the same type, if neglect by institutional level research. It sounds exactly like what we find in Mexico. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, with their compelling evidence of advanced knowledge and a deep connection to the cosmos, invite us to broaden our perspective and explore the possibility of a global phenomenon. Could it be that these ancient Mesoamerican cultures were not alone in their encounters with extraterrestrial beings or in their possession of knowledge and technologies beyond their time? Across the globe, from the heights of the Himalayas to the depths of the Amazon rainforest, from the deserts of Africa to the islands of the Pacific, we find echoes of this cosmic connection, tantalizing clues hinting at a shared ancient past far more enigmatic than we ever imagined. These echoes take many forms: monumental structures aligned with astonishing precision to celestial events, intricate carvings depicting beings with otherworldly features, ancient texts filled with tales of gods descending from the heavens, and oral traditions passed down through generations that speak of a time when humanity walked hand in hand with the stars. While each culture developed its own unique mythology and cosmology, common threads weave through these ancient narratives, suggesting a shared experience, a profound encounter with the unknown that shaped the course of human history on a global scale. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, far from being isolated anomalies, find their place within this grand tapestry of ancient mysteries. They urge us to look beyond the confines of traditional archaeology and history, to embrace a more expansive view of our past, one that acknowledges the possibility of extraterrestrial contact and the transmission of knowledge from beyond our planet. Across the Atlantic Ocean, in the arid coastal plains of southern Peru, lies another enigmatic site that beckons us to consider the possibility of ancient contact and common grounds with extraterrestrial beings, the Nazca Lines. These colossal geoglyphs, etched into the desert floor over 2,000 years ago, depict a vast array of animals, plants, geometric patterns, and humanoid figures, their scale so immense that they can only be fully appreciated from the air. While archaeologists debate the precise purpose of the Nazca Lines, their alignment with celestial events, and the items from Mexico share a multitude of things in common, their sheer scale have fueled speculation that they may have served as a form of communication. Could these massive geoglyphs, visible for miles from above, have been intended to attract the attention of extraterrestrial visitors, or perhaps to serve as landing markers for their spacecraft. The humanoid figures depicted among the Nazca lines are particularly intriguing. Their elongated limbs, oversized heads, and strange, almost antenna-like appendages echoing the otherworldly features found on artifacts from Jalisco and Tula and other ancient sites around the world. These figures seem to defy categorization, their appearance suggesting a hybridity, a blending of human and extraterrestrial characteristics that challenges our understanding of what it means to be human. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, when viewed within the broader context of ancient mysteries from around the world, begin to paint a compelling, if still incomplete, picture of a global phenomenon. The converging lines of evidence, while still open to interpretation, suggest that our ancestors may have witnessed and interacted with beings from other worlds, and that these encounters left an indelible mark on their cultures, their beliefs, and their understanding of the cosmos. The similarities in the artifacts, symbols, and myths from geographically diverse cultures are too striking to be dismissed as mere coincidence. The recurring motifs of large, almond-shaped eyes, elongated skulls, winged figures, and celestial beings found in cultures separated by vast distances and with no known contact with each other suggest a common source of inspiration, a shared experience that transcended cultural boundaries. The question remains, what is the true nature of this global connection? Is it evidence of extraterrestrial contact, of ancient astronauts visiting Earth and interacting with our ancestors, as some researchers propose? Or is there another explanation, perhaps one that lies hidden within the depths of our own planet's history, waiting to be uncovered by future generations of archaeologists, historians, and scientists? We appreciate your support in searching for the truth. Until next time. The future of the past. Embracing the enigma. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, though silent witnesses to a bygone era, speak to us across the millennia, urging us to embrace the unknown, to challenge our preconceived notions, and to never cease questioning the nature of our reality. They remind us that our understanding of the past is not fixed or complete, but rather an ongoing process of discovery and reinterpretation, a journey fueled by curiosity, imagination, and a relentless pursuit of truth. As we move forward into the future, armed with the ever-evolving tools of science and driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, we must remain open to the possibility that our ancestors witnessed and experienced things that defy conventional explanation. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, along with the countless other enigmas scattered across the globe, serve as a constant reminder that the past is not a closed book, but rather a vast and unexplored landscape, ripe with secrets waiting to be uncovered. The study of these ancient artifacts is not merely an academic pursuit, it is a journey of self-discovery, a quest to understand our place in the grand scheme of the universe. By exploring the beliefs, practices, and technologies of our ancestors, we gain a deeper appreciation for the human capacity for innovation, creativity, and the pursuit of knowledge. We come to realize that we are part of a continuum, a lineage that stretches back through time, connecting us to generations past and inspiring us to reach for the stars. The artifacts from Jalisco and Tula, with their whispers of ancient astronauts, celestial alignments, and advanced knowledge, challenge us to embrace the enigma, to acknowledge that there is much we do not know about our past and our place in the cosmos. They invite us to become explorers of our own history, to delve into the mysteries of the past, and to never stop searching for answers, even if those answers lead us to question everything we thought we knew. We thank you for your time, passion, and persistence to know the true history of our planet. Please like and subscribe, and be sure to check out our other socials at AlienCarvings. Until next time.